It was a little terrifying for me to bring her to life because I was such a fan of hers, and it was daunting. It's her. So, you know, I was so excited, and so excited to get offered the job. But then the idea of that voice and that presence, you know, she's so commanding, and she was just done so well in the original that I didn't want to change her. I wanted to try to enhance her, but I didn't want to disappoint the original fans, and I'm one of them. And then I got my horns on for the first time, and I got my staff, and I got my night, and it was like living out some childhood fantasy. What we will now discover about her is that she was actually somebody who was quite fierce and loyal, and a fighter for what she believed in when she was young. And that I love about her. She has her strong sense of justice. What is the worst thing about her, of course, is that when she gets wounded, she loses that and does the absolute most unjust, horrible thing, and to curse an innocent person. So she kind of, it's the extremes that she lives through and expresses through the film that I think will make children question many, many things. And I think that's what's good about it. And Wicked's always relatable. She's troubled, you know? And I think we all relate to troubled. I certainly do. She's been wounded. I think adults and children will relate to we've all been hurt in our lives. Somebody's betrayed us, and it has brought us, makes us put our wall up, and it makes us furious, and it changes who we are. And we've all had that experience on all different levels, but everybody can relate to that. And then it's the choices we make, and then what we have to live with when we make those choices, and we've all had to do that as well, which is, you know, to live with bad choices. We worked on it a long time with the people that created it, Tony and Rick Baker and Arian, and we all, we kind of sat around. We tried many things. I mean, I'm sure that at some point the pictures will get out of the things we did not choose to do. But in the end, we knew that as much as she's a character, we didn't want her to be somebody that when you were staring at her during a real dramatic scene, that you were distracted by her makeup. So it had to be extreme, and yet kind of her soul had to come out. I had to be able to perform through it, and so it had to be, so in the end we decided it would be a strange extension of my own face, and heightened reality based on myself, based on her and based on myself, so I wasn't covering up everything, and does that make sense? That I wasn't shellacked in so much that you couldn't actually see a person behind it. Now, Elle and I are very similar, I think, as women. I'd like to think I'm like her a bit. She's a lovely person. When I was her age, I might have been very, very different from her. And I think what's interesting is that there's a darkness to Maleficent. There was a darkness to me at that age. And Elle is so full of light. She's so full of love. And so there's a lot of humor to be had and charm in the combination of these two, because for as frightening as I can be, her kindness and sweetness and openness is frightening to me and Maleficent, because it's so pure and sweet that it's unnerving. So she's a brilliant actress, and she's so deeply good in this movie as a real serious performance. She's great in this film. But she also brings this magic to her portrayal, because she is kind of sparkly. She has something magic about her.